Breakfast with Cobb Colvin.
Trickstar Radio.
Right then, it's just gone at 12 minutes past 8 here on Trickstar Radio. I am in the studio with man like Press1. How are you doing this morning? Are you all good, sir? Are you good?
All good, man. All good. Waking up nicely.
Yeah, trust me. You know what it is? I always ask this on the second question as well. Like, are you starting to wake up to the day? But if you are an early worm anyway, most people go, no, I'm not really up early normally. You've done well to get me out of bed at this time. But if you are, this is like the peak of the day. This is like the fun part of the day.
Yeah, no, as I said, yeah, this is it. Brain's going, ready to go.
Trust me, this is the part of the day when I seem to get most done. Definitely, even at weekends, I'd say this is the busiest part of the day.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, and come sort of 3 o'clock, you're kind of winding down already.
100%. Right then, let's talk about music more specifically. Then, so like, how long have you been performing as a rapper? Like, how long in general would you say?
Yeah, probably the last 10 years, to be honest, bro. I was in a group before called Camouflage Children, as you know, and we released a few projects together. So there was a lot of sort of gigging around London at that time, and then best part of 10 years, I'd say. It's
a long time to be rapping again in a market which seems to be so like up for change all the time. Like, how do you try to stay ahead of the curve, or do you just kind of go where you just feel is the right place to go? Do you ever like follow a path?
I try to loosely, but at the same time, I feel like if I focus on that too much, it becomes a bit contrived. If I've ever sat down and been like, yo, I want to make a banger, I want to make this kind of song today, it always is a bit, it's like you can hear that almost, and I feel like I can hear that in other artists as well. When anything sounds sort of contrived or planned out too much, I think the best things are when they just sort of come out completely natural, whatever the vibe or your mood takes that day. I think it's best to just follow that.
Definitely. I think as well, when you look at it, you can kind of hear a formula. You can definitely hear when someone sat there with like, we're going to do this part for this part for this part for this, and then we'll get it done as quick as possible. We'll just get the parts laid down and then send it off to someone who'll sort the rest of it out. You can definitely tell when that happens.
100%. Yeah, no, definitely, bro. 100%. You can hear that. It sounds
like cookie cutter to an extent a lot of the time.
100%. Yeah. And there's a lot of that out there, and a lot of it, some of it's good though as well. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot that is really good, but a lot of it does sound. Especially, this is the thing. I think this is quite a bizarre way to look at it, but I think pop music is in the best place it's been in years. 100%. If you're and I hate to use this term, if you're an urban artist by any means, and you should be happy now. There's a lot of bitter purists who are going to be out there, and they're always going to be there. I've seen a lot of people say, it's just tracksuit rap, it's tracksuit pop rap.
That's the first time I've heard the term tracksuit rap. I quite like the term, to be fair.
It's not a bad coin, right? It kind of fits there, but I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, like I've said, there's not been a time where I've been able to kind of sit in like a mate's car or whatever, as we're going somewhere, and they can just put like either a Radio 1 or a 1 Extra on, and I'm liking the majority of what plays. Like that's a new thing.
100%. Even your like casual listener friend who he likes music, but he's not digging for it like we are. He'll be playing me some songs I haven't heard now that are big songs that I just haven't for whatever reason heard, and they'll be bangers. And you're like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, definitely a good place.
I just think it is overall. That's what I was going to say. In a just general healthy place. Let's talk more about what you've had out. So it seems like you've had quite a good year in regards to just like kind of re-establishing yourself. I'll say. Like, what have you had out music wise this year?
So in January, I think it was, I dropped a song called Smartphone Zombies with a video as well. That was me, Syllabi, and Dr. Syntax. So we dropped that in January. After that, I dropped Jetpack. I dropped another single with Syllabi called Doubt, and most recently I dropped a new song called All Up in My, which features two different singers, one called Talia and one called Solo Jane, which we're going to get into in just a second. I want to talk about it afterwards because I want to sit down, listen through it, take it in, and then we can have a little bit of a conversation about that as well. What's the kind of long-term aim musically? I think to be honest, I haven't stopped looking at it in that respect, but I think regardless of what happens and where I sort of reach, I'm always going to make music. I love making music. I love releasing music. I love performing music. So anything that gives me the sort of stability to continue to do that, that's the aim, man. And as long as I can sort of fulfill and continue with that, I'm happy.
And I think that's a good attitude to have. It's quite easy to get lost, I think, in that kind of like chasing the dream.
Oh, bro, and I've been there. To be truthful, I've been there. You know, I've been in that sort of thing. Okay, if I do this and do that, hopefully it should equate to this, whether that be be views or some sort of, you want to see a trajectory in anything you do. And so I've been in that sort of space. But at the same time, I think it's best to just take yourself out of that, take a step back, look at it and go, why do you do this because you love it. If anything comes of it, that's a bonus.
It's a fantastic attitude to have. No, I don't want to linger on this next bit because obviously everything's in a bit of a bizarre place at the minute. But we are actually talking to the OnBeat UK Battle Rap Champion.
Yeah, you are.
which is quite a bizarre one for it to be. That's like something we want to gloss over.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just the state that it's in at the moment, I guess. And the guy who runs Don't Flop is putting a lot of work into sort of trying to rebuild it and from a grassroots level, which seems to be going really well. To be fair, but battle rapping, been doing that for years, man. That's kind of how I sort of got into rap.
What directly through battle route and then moving into rapping on the side, or was it like or the both at the same time?
Sort of freestyling to instrument like Dipset instrumentals and whatnot with Lens One, stuff like that, and then getting into battle rap was my first time performing live. I'd say that'd probably be the better way of sort of putting it. I did that before I performed any songs or anything live.
And I think the funny thing about this is actually how we first met, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely, man.
It's actually through clashing each other. And you know what? It's definitely something that I try to touch on whenever I speak to someone who has been involved with it. But it's not something I want to like linger on. It's just a cool thing to like kind of mention, to say something. It's something you've been involved in, because I think the best thing about it is the people you meet. I genuinely think that
100%, yeah.
And I think there's a lot of good people that I've met through it. I'm sure there's a lot of good people that you've met through it as well.
Definitely, and we can't gloss over the fact that it builds up people's confidence, and it's a hard thing to do, man. It's hard. It's not the same as performing a song or spitting a freestyle, or it's a hard thing. So it is. I think there's a mutual respect regardless of how you actually, with everyone who is involved.
I'd agree 100%. Let's jump into some more music, shall we? This one is the newest one from yourself. This is All Up in My, featuring who is it featuring? Let me know.
Talia and Solo Jane.
Right, let's jump into this one. We are live on the Big Bad Trickstar Radio. It's just gone 19 minutes past 8 here. Do not go anywhere.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with Cobb Kovu.